Welcome to the Reaper's Basic Infantry Training session number 2, in which we will cover movement in combat, ADAD and crouching. Let's assume this is hostile territory. I recorded it on the test server, though you won't see any enemies, but I just want to demonstrate how I behave in game. As you see, I am sliding around every corner, having the angle small, avoiding open spaces, and be ready to shoot everywhere. I use every corner, every single piece of cover I can find. In Planetside2 you will be killed in half a second if the enemy sees you first. So being instantly ready to shoot when enemies appear is essential in this game. You need to shoot exactly in the second an enemy enters the room. You need to shoot first and then you will survive. Same on open fields. Basically you find a lot of rocks and even bushes to cover you. There are edges on these rocks which you should use, like the corners in buildings. This fella was quite easy to take out because he wasn't moving at all, he's just a puppet. But when your target is starting to move, the thing will be more complicated. So this moving is called ADAD because it's basically hitting the A and D button all the time in a non-constant way to avoid enemy gunfire while firing itself. It looks like that. ADADing should become a general habit. Every time you fire, you should dance around like this to make it hard for your opponent to hit you. Actually, it really looks like dancing when a lot of people are doing it at the same time. You should ADAD even when you are in friendly territory, far away from the front, because this pesky little Venu infiltrator is everywhere. So you need to ADAD when in a vehicle queue, when repairing your tank, when repairing your liberator, but there's one situation where ADADing is counterproductive. And this is when you defend inside a building with a group of friendly players. Being inside the building will protect you from the long-range snipers, and this ADADing will only lead in friendly fire. As you see here, most of the time my fire line is blocked by a friendly, so I am very less effective and I need to dance around as well to avoid that, which gives the guy behind me a hard time too, because then I'm running into his fire line. Basically, this is chaos. What you should do in this situation is to use the cover and stay in fixed positions, like that. You don't have to cover every door on your own. It's a much better tactic to keep the angle in which enemies can attack you and in which they appear small. So basically every enemy that can engage you in the position you are will run straight into your fire line. Also use all covers you can find, door frames, boxes, friendly anti-infantry turrets and so on. Additionally, with this setup you allow much more people to be there and help you defending. Here you see 2 squads defending an A point. For more details about positioning in standard buildings, please watch the next video, which will cover this topic completely. Let's speak about the issue of crouching. You see here I'm defending a stair using the cover, but because nobody is in front of me, I am the first one in the line, so I need to crouch that another NC can stand behind me and shoot over my shoulder like this. So basically you have 2 people guarding a position where usually just 1 people stands. This will enable every one of these both to reload while the other is continuing the fire and to regenerate the shields while the other one is continuing the fire. It's much more effective. Also, crouching gives you a slightly higher precision while reflecting the movement speed a bit, but it's still good enough to get back into cover if needed. But never crouch when you are under fire. This will only bring your head into the enemy fire line and make you die much faster. Thanks for watching this video. Don't miss the next one, which will be about positioning in standard buildings.